Now how about listing? So let's start and go list out our records first. So we need to add a little method here, a simple method. So list records, and then simply call this method here. Okay, so you can use same line of code, we just don't need to send anything, and you can assign response to tasks is equal e dot data dot tasks. Okay, let's make sure that our read is sending a task. Yes, it's sending a task. So yes, we have, and we need to call a list API here, and let's update that list API first. Simply require a library file first and create a new task object and echo task read method here. Okay, so now if you see, we are assigning this response to the task object, and this is our task object. So now we just need to list out the data on the page. Okay, so go to the index.php page, and in the section create a new row here and add new column again and add a new table here. Okay, so table should be for listing, right? So let's add little bit heading first. We can say our tasks, right? And then the table which is having a class of table, again a table border it, and then the table response here we can add, and table type. So and then let's add a heading first, th should be number, and then name, description, action. Okay, so now tr td. Before tr, let's start our ng repeat here. So from tasks in tasks. Okay, so first thing will be a number. So now we can add number easily by using the index plus 1. So we are just adding 1 into the index so that we will get the number. Okay, next thing is name. So task is having a name here, and next thing is description. So description is there, and last column is action. So we can have our buttons here to edit the record and to delete the record. We can add our edit should be, let's say, primary, and delete will be button danger. Okay, so yes, let's check it out. Yeah, our listing is there. So Stripe is not working, I think. Okay, so listing is there, and if you see in the network tab, we are calling our list API, and which is sending our list of records. Okay, so let's start to add another text tasks with the description of whatever. But if you see, it's not closing the pop-up, so we have to close our pop-up if you are adding a new task, right? So while adding a new task, you should close the pop-up after adding a task successfully, and it should list it out onto the main page. So now if you refresh, it will show up the newly added tasks. So go to our app.js file, remove this And then first thing in AngularJS we should close model pop-up like this. So we can call Angular element here, and by using the model ID, or model ID is add new task model. Okay, and that should be like this, and model element dot model is equal to height. Okay, so it is going to hide our model. Now we need to make sure that whatever the errors were there are okay. So now we are going to reset the error subject, and finally we are going to push our newly added tags to the existing tags list. Okay, so yes, we are done. Let's test it out. Another task. Okay, so we are good to go. So our task is added and it is listed. So now we need to deal with the edit and delete button. So our edit and delete library function is already ready. So now we just need to write our AngularJS function to open new model to have edit and save changes button. So go ahead and open app.js file and write this function scope dot init edit, or which you can call whatever you want as per your convenience. So this function is going to call uh, a model pop-up. Okay, so which is not existed. So we will add that. No worries. So scope dot. Okay, first thing we have these three objects, but now we are going to require another new object, that is task details, so that we can have our task details ready to work with, right? Okay, so now our task details is going to have our selected scope dot selected item from the tasks object. So that should be, there should be an index while calling this method. So now we are going to, so when user is going to click this button, we are going to pass index to this method, and it is going to grab that item from the task array, and it is going to assign to the task details object, right? So now let's copy these two lines here and paste it here. So this is going to have our new model pop-up, so it should call edit model. Okay, and instead of hide we are going to show that. So let's copy that and go to index.php and simply just use this model and replace the ID of the model, and instead of tags we are going to have a tags detail now. So let's, yeah, so let's update it. Errors is there, and instead of calling add tags we are going to call update tasks, and let's say save changes. So as I say, we are going to call update tags method, but which is not exist, so let's create that. Okay, so call this method first on click of edit button. So go ahead and ng click and pass our index object here. Sorry, it should be index, right? Then so init edit method is already ready, so let's test it out, it is working or not. Yeah, yeah, which is showing another task. If you click go to market, yeah, go to market is there, visit the demo, right? So now we are going to update our update tags function. Call this same line of code, copy and just paste it here, and simply update it to this update PHP file, and instead of tags pass it the tags details. And if it is success, then hide this model, empty the error, and simply remove this line. Okay, so now we need to update our update.php file. Let's copy this line of code from here and go to the tags ID. This is going to have ID here, and then the same thing, the validation should be there. And instead of calling a create method, we can call our update method and pass this ID to the update method, right? So it's not returning anything, so no echo. So our code is ready. Let's test it out. Edit, added a new description. Now update. Yes, it's updating. Let's check our database. So yeah, it's working. Okay, so now the last feature, that is a delete. So same thing, go to the editor, open app.js file, add new method to delete the particular record, and which is going to accept our index here. And then so when user is going to click on delete button, we have to show a confirmation, right? So let's say add a little confirmation box by using JavaScript. Okay, confirm. Okay, ask user, do you really want to delete the tasks? So if user says yes, so response will be true, and then simply send a post request to delete the record and ID from the tasks detail, right? You can call simply a task, because we are passing entire object here. We can grab that out from the, or you can simply say that, let's say we are not dealing with the model pop-up here. We are also not going to. Okay, now if response is success, just remove a particular object from the list. So and give the index of 1. Okay, so now we need to update our delete.php file according to the, as I said, just reuse the code. Just need to we are not going to delete these two fields, so let's remove. Sorry. Okay, so no validation there, just object is going to record, so remove this and call our delete method and pass this. Okay, simple enough. Let's test it out. So now we want to delete these two tasks, as these are just the test tasks. Yes, something is missing. Yeah, because we are not calling this delete on delete button, click of delete button, right? So let's call this ng click, sorry, index. Make sure that the function name is same. Okay, so let's test out the delete action. So if you see, our delete code is already ready, right? And yeah, there was a method was missing. So yep. So let's click on delete action. So it is going to ask the user to confirm you are deleting your record. So yes, it's deleting. Yeah, so yes, our CRUD application is ready, and we have our tutorial as well on itechempires.com. So thanks for watching, guys. If you really like the video, please share and give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to get more updates.